Team Effort Network kind of morning. Won't you agree, family? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing here in Team Effort Network? It's a beautiful Monday morning, the beginning at the top of a brand new week. What will happen this week? What will open? What will transpire? What new life will you change this week? Have you set your goals? Are you looking ahead? Do you see how bright your future is going to be? Yes, yes, yes. I hope you see it. Because if you can see it on the inside, guess what? It will manifest on the outside. Well, good morning, family. Top of the morning to you on a Monday morning. A brand new week, new beginnings begin. You have down into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call where you will hear things that will move you from fact to faith to action. The line is open. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from? Wonderful morning, Sam. I hear you there in the background. I know that you're with me. This is Kathleen McDowell with my business partner, 10-star executive founding member, 2-star executive founding member, Pastor Joe Wafer. The line is open. It's time to go right ahead. Introduce yourself.
Mr. Payday in the house.
Hey, Mr. Payday, keeping it alive and keeping it happen. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. You have a great
wonderful,
time.
wonderful.
Still in the business.
You guys are back home?
Yes, we are.
Well, welcome home, Carter.
Thank you.
Keep it coming, family. Who else is with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Rita Jackson.
Hey, Jackson, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Miss Rita's doing pretty good.
Good, good. Good to hear your voice.
Thank you, man. Glad you're back home.
Thank you. Safe and sound.
All right, all right. Good trip. Looking forward to hearing about it.
Okay. Vicky Soto, Louisville, Kentucky.
Good morning, Vicky Soto from Kentucky. How are you?
Doing great. Good morning, family.
Good morning to you. Looking forward to seeing everybody in a couple of weeks.
Peggy Butler, Washington, D.C.
Woo! Miss Peggy Butler, how are you?
I am great.
Oh, wonderful. I hear that we have the place nice and secure for September the 8th in Oxford, Maryland.
We're looking forward.
Yes, we are.
Don Joseph, Amityville, California.
Good morning, Don Joseph. How are you, sir?
I am doing wonderful. Beautiful morning.
Beautiful morning indeed, and good to hear you.
Thank you.
Lily French, Washington, D.C.
Woo, who's out in Washington? Welcome,
Washington, D.C.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Okay. Hanging in there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good to hear you.
Yeah, we back on the scene.
All right, all right. That's a great thing. That's a great thing.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
We're back on the scene. That's good. That's a good thing. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone. And thank you, Brother. I was saying, thank you for getting that up and going for us. And we're going to have our TTs. We're going to add a new place, an additional place, actually. We're still going to have our TTTs on Thursdays at the Country Club, but we added a new place thanks to Peggy Butler. Good to help me, Q. Thank you, Butler, at the Oxford Library in Oxford, Maryland, on Tuesday, September the 8th. So thank you for making this happen. Looking forward to meeting everyone on that in the Beltway. We have a lot of team members on that side of the Beltway, and it's been a challenge for them to come to the Country Club. But you know what? As I always say, ask, and you shall receive. So they asked, they made noise, and it's going to happen. It's also, our person's going to be in honor of Eric and Ashley Gales, because they got it up and going for us out in Virginia. The Virginia team, Innovation, grew quickly, they grew fast, and we're a lot closer now to bring that team together and get Eric and Ashley up and going and to welcome that brand new little baby they just had not too long ago. Well, family, Team Up and Network is doing some wonderful things around the globe. We just continue to look forward to the wonderful testimonies that are coming forth. As you know, we have an awesome event that is taking place on Saturday, September the 26th. I'm telling you right now, I already know you're not going to want to miss this. I spoke with John Joseph over the weekend. He is pumped, on fire, and he's ready to come in town to be a part of this big event. As you know, Vicky Soto, Denise Moore, Paul Jackson, Pastor Dell, Mr. T, Show Me the Money is going to be in the house. Nikisha Bond, oh my goodness, Shakina Day, Chris Day, and folks are coming in. Kevin Vaughn from around the globe to make this one of the biggest events in 2015. I'm letting you know right now, you are going to want to be a part of this event. We're going to have a meet and greet on that Friday, September the 25th at the Silver Moon Hotel, Silver Moon Cafe, which is in the Greenbelt Marriott. So we're going to get together this Friday before the event. We're going to have an awesome day of presenting to your guests and the friends that you invite to learn about them. We're going to have a wonderful presentation on the product. We're going to have testimonies. We're going to have a presentation on the compensation plan. And we're going to give them a chance to sign up. And also, we're going to have great training for everyone. So whatever it is you want to know is going to be provided for you. We're going to have a leadership forum. So we're going to have a table full of leaders for you to just throw whatever questions at them that you want. What is it that you wanted that you just, the question you've been dying to ask, and you want the right leader to give you the right answer? Well, you have the opportunity to do that. And then guess what? That Saturday, after the event, we're not going to let it go. We're going to come together again for another get-together at the Algarn Lounge, and we're going to get the location and address for that. It's going to take place on Saturday after everything, after the presentation and the forum. After everything is over, we're going to get together at the end of the day and continue to celebrate. So if you haven't made your reservations already, I suggest that you go to www.vitaminspraysnow.com to make your reservations. www.vitaminspraysnow.com to make your reservations. The reservations came through last night. Thank you all for being committed, because we know for sure you're going to be here if you have made your reservation. We've heard the names. We know the folks who said they're coming, but be committed by going and making your reservation so we can have a good head count and be prepared for you. Okay? Well, I'm going to stop here, bring on my business partner, two-star executive founding member, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there this morning, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Here we are at the top of a new week. Had an exciting weekend, and looking forward to this week and what it's going to bring. Great opportunity. We have going on from a training standpoint. A lot of things going on from a training standpoint. We're looking forward to, like you said, the East Coast event is going to be a great event that you don't want to miss. When you have your great leaders on that are doing this training, imagine what happens when you get them all in one room and they begin to synergistically work together. You can imagine the type of dynamics that environment's going to have. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great opportunity for getting your questions answered, getting some new ideas, and not only that, just meeting people. The biggest times and things that happen at these meetings, most of it something that happens before the meeting and after the meeting. So don't just come to the meeting, come to network before and after, because that's when a lot of things happen in these kind of meetings.
I tell you, these kind of meetings, we've seen it, we've witnessed it. Miracles do take place, and lives are changed. So you do want to be a part of it. Well, it's Monday. You know what happens on Monday. We get a lot of wonderful coaching tips on how to build your business, self-development, how to move, take your business to the next level. So let's welcome to the call once again our coach, Nikisha Bond. Coach Nikisha, are you there?
I'm here, Pastor Denise. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. How is it going?
It's going so good. I got the agenda that you sent out over the weekend. We are having so many amazing trainers. I am excited about this event. In fact, David and I, we were strategizing different ways because, You guys haven't seen my new trim body, so you guys are going to be really excited when you see me on the 26th. Girl, don't even stop. We've lost, I'm telling you, me and David's lost about 50 pounds. I've lost a little over 40 pounds. I'm telling you, we are looking really, really good, and it is going to a whole nother level right now, ladies and gentlemen, a whole nother level.
Oh, my goodness. You lost what? You lost how many pounds?
I lost over 40 pounds in the last 3 months because I got really committed to the sprays. Because, it's easy to take the sprays and still, eat ice cream and all the stuff that you love to eat. And I said, you know what, we're going to do the sprays. Lost a little bit of weight, changed your diet, lost a lot of weight. So we just took it to the next level. So, you can't lose weight without changing your diet, but we took it to a whole nother level. Pastor Nace, you're not even going to believe it. In fact, it's so funny because I was showing David a picture of when we went to San Francisco. And, usually when you take your picture, you hold your stuff, you're trying to hold everything in. And I got a picture of David not holding everything in. He saw that picture. He said, did I really look like that? I said, yeah, babe. Kind of.
Wow. Oh, my God. I can't wait. But you might have to pull me aside and say, hi, I'm from Nikisha. I may not recognize you.
You might not. People haven't been recognizing David. I'm telling you that. So.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, I'm excited about that. Thanks for sharing that. Wonderful.
No problem. Yeah, you guys are going to be really, really excited. We're going to have some photos coming out soon, and so it's going to be really, really exciting.
Well, don't let the photos come on until after the big event. Make everybody come to the big event and see you, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it that way. I'll post a bunch of before pictures, and then you want to see after, come to the event.
There you go. Wow, that's exciting. All right, Coach Slim Trim, what you got for us today?
All right. So, I've been talking about the 12 pillars by Jim Rohn. So last week we talked, well, not last week, but the week before we were talking about the first 6 pillars, and today we're going to do the last 6 pillars. And the reason that I chose this topic is because, principles always stay the same. There's lots of fads that go around and they come and they go, but when you have a principle in your life, that will carry you throughout everything. It's like a classic button-up shirt, right? It goes with everything. It lasts forever. It's timeless. And so it's important that we really, really master the principles, because then no matter what situation you get into, you're able to have a principle to fall back on to get yourself out of it. Because I can tell you something. If you're living, you're going to have problems. Because the only people who don't have problems are dead people. And so we're not dead people. We're alive. We're going to have problems. You're either going into a problem, coming out of a problem, or getting ready to start a problem. So, or already knee-deep in a problem. So problems are just something that we have to deal with in life. But when we learn these principles and we come up against these problems, or really what it applies to us is when we have a dream and we're going after our dream and we want it so bad, we really want this other life. This life where we look great, where we feel great, where we have energy, where we're excited about what we do. When we're trying to get that life, and someone says, well, here's the roadmap on how you get it. And we take that roadmap, and it says, go out there and talk to lots of people. And you're like, okay, I can do this. And you go out there, and you want to talk to everybody, and your mouth is closed. And you're like, but I want to tell people about my results. I want to tell people about these amazing sprays, but my mouth is closed. Well, you know why? That's because people have told you all your life, don't talk to strangers. Don't talk to strangers. Do not talk to strangers. So that's why when we walk past people, we don't talk to people that we don't know. Or people tell you all the time, don't speak unless spoken to. So if somebody hasn't said anything to you, you shouldn't say anything to them. That's what our parents told them. At least my mom told me that all the time. So these things have been ingrained in us. We've been programmed a certain way since birth in ways that sometimes benefit us, and in sometimes ways, especially when you're starting to do a new business or starting to step outside your comfort zone, they can start to hinder you. So it's important that we learn these principles because these principles allow for breakthrough. And another way that you can get some breakthrough, just to kind of put a plug for the event, is really the events, because that's really where you can take a spark and turn that spark into a flame and burn that flame and burn your dreams and get really, really excited. So is the event going to change your life? No, but going to the event is going to change you, which is going to spur you into action, which is going to change your life. So let's go back to talking about some of the principles. So a couple weeks ago, we learned about the first principle, which was personal development. You guys know that you're never going to get away from personal development. And we're going to talk a little bit why that's so important as we go into one of the other pillars. Pillar number 2 was total well-being. A lot of people think, if I just had enough money, I would be happy. Well, I think everybody is pretty confident that just because you have a lot of money, there's people who have a lot of money but have really bad relationships, and so they're not happy. There's people who have really great relationships, but they can't pay their bills and their lights are getting cut off. They're not happy. So We need total well-being in your financial, spiritual, physical, emotional, every sense of the word. We need to be whole. So it's about looking at your total well-being. The gift of relationships. This is pillar number 3. This is a relationship business. You know, people don't like to be sold, but they love to buy, right? So if you have a good relationship with someone, they're going to want to buy from you because they trust you, they value your opinion, and that's really what we're trying to do. So if we stop looking at people as prospects, I always really hated that word, but really just going out there and making more friends, getting more contact information, getting to know more people, and then they're gonna know you by the fruits that you bear. You're gonna not be able to help but to tell your story or to tell somebody else's story about how these sprays help someone, because I can guarantee you, in a 5-minute conversation with someone will tell me how tired, broke, sick, or something that they are that I have a solution for. And so it's really good to develop those good relationships with people. You know, pillar number 4 is achieving your goals. 95% of people don't have any goals. That means that statistically speaking, probably not on this line, but statistically speaking, they would tell us that out of the 10 people who are on this line, 9 of us don't have goals. Do you have your goals? Let's just check ourselves. Number 5, the proper use of time. We talked a little bit about this and how sometimes we think that we're busy, right? We're moving, we're shuffling papers back and forth. We have a lot of motion, but we're not doing productive activity. So how are you using your time? You know, we use the example of sometimes you go on Facebook to post something about your business, and then you start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and you look up and 2 hours has passed, and you're like, what have I done? What have I accomplished? Are we using our time properly? Because time is something that you never get back. You can't buy more time. We all get the same amount of time. So we have to, especially when we're working this hard to achieve our goals, have to really look at how we're spending our time. And pillar number 6 that we ended with was surround yourself with the best people. You know, Pastor Dale look at, I'm putting them both together. Pastor Dale hit the nail on the head. It's important to go to these events so that you can network. Who's in your network? You know, MIT did a study and said that the 5 closest people around you, that's about what income you're looking at. So if you look at your 5 closest friends and you're like, oh, I don't want to make that kind of money. I want to make more than that kind of money. Then you got to check who your friends are. And these events are a great way to get connected to people who are going to be like-minded. Because I can guarantee you, everybody on September 26th is going to be 2 things. They're going to be super, super excited, and they're going to be pumped up and motivated to change their lives. And those are exactly the kind of people that you want in your life. So let's go on to pillar 7. I know I'm talking a lot fast, but you know how I get on a Monday morning. I've been up, I've been spraying, we're good to go. Pillar number 7 is be a lifelong learner. 90% of all millionaires believe in constant and never-ending improvement. You know, they did a study, and they said somewhere between 75 and 90% of people never pick up a book after they graduate from high school. That does not surprise me at all. I know some people who barely even read in high school, let alone would they pick up a book after high school. But it's important that we all make a commitment to be lifelong learners. And that's important because when we go to pillar number 9, your income seldom exceeds your personal development. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's important to create a habit of constant learning. And, you know, we can get really busy being really busy all the time. You know, I hear people say, I'm really busy, I'm really busy, I'm really busy. But, you know, you make time for things that are important for you. And personal development and reading and learning more about this business, learning about this industry, learning about these products, learning about the compensation plan, all of these things are going to help you grow your business more. So we all have to take responsibility that we're responsible for our business. We are the CEOs. The buck stops here. You know, Melanie, you're only paying for us for the value that we add. If we don't add any value, we're not getting a paycheck. And so if you want to add more value, that's how you start learning. When you learn more, you know more, you can add more value, and that's how you can get paid more. So if you're sitting here saying, my income does not reflect what I feel like I'm worth, well, it means that you're not adding enough value in the marketplace, and you got to go back and do a little bit more learning, you know, cultivate yourself, get some more skills so that you can get the kind of income that you deserve. And so be a lifelong learner is pillar number 7. Number 8, life and sales. So we already said, you know, people don't like salespeople, and I think it's because there's this unspoken rule that the salesperson is only telling you what you want to hear in order for them to get what you want. But you know what? Life is about sales. We have to get used to the fact that everybody is selling something some of the time. If you're single, you're selling yourself to the other person to come and look at me and date. My kids are always selling their agenda to me. I can't tell you how many times my kids will keep saying, but can I have this and can I have this, but why, and this, and this. You know, they're always selling that their idea is a good idea. So we are constantly in sales. And so it's the most important skill to learn no matter what you do. No matter if you're doing Team Effort Network, no matter if you're doing another business, no matter if you're even at work, you're always going to be selling yourself. So we just have to be comfortable with that. And if we start to get comfortable and really improve our sales, that can triple your income in the next year, ladies and gentlemen. There's a great book, Pastor Denise. I don't have it written down. It's on the top of my head. The Greatest Salesman in the World by, I can't remember his last name. You read the book. You know? Yes. Thank you. That's a great book to read. It's a very easy book, and it's like a 30-day program to help you improve yourself in sales. Listen, get used to the fact that you're selling. It's okay. We're not salespeople because our motive is not to force people to do this. Our motive is to inform people about the products, about the results, about the opportunity, and give people a chance, if they're open to it, to coming in and looking at the opportunity. So we're not selling the business with them, especially in this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at a pivotal time in this industry where we're established enough to know that we have products that work, to know that we have results, but we're still new enough that people don't even know about spray vitamins. So this is a critical time for us to really get out there and share with as many people as we want. But when you really start to incorporate these principles of sales, like I said, principles last forever, you're going to be able to triple your income. So I highly recommend everybody read that book, follow the 30-day program. You know, you will see huge results in your business if you keep on doing that. Number 9. So we already touched on this. Your income seldom exceeds your personal development. You know, people who read become more valuable, and the more valuable you are, the more money you make. You know, a lot of times we think that we can skip over the work. I heard Steve Harvey said something, and I thought it was so just profound. He said, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. And that's exactly what this is. The dream is free. We can all are free to dream. We're all free to believe that we can have everything that we want. The hustle is something different, and that's what this is. You're going to have to hustle and get yourself in shape to be the type of leader that you would want to follow. You know, if you're looking at yourself and saying, am I someone that I would want to follow? You know, am I doing the things that I would expect a leader? The pack is going to run as fast as the leader is going to run. If the leader is just walking down the street, everybody behind the leader is going to be walking down the street. If the leader is sprinting with full force and excitement and just passion coming out of every which way, everybody's going to be running that way. And so your income is never going to exceed where you are personally. And that's the difference between this. If someone who signs up in this business and says, I hope that this will work. I hope that I'm going to make some money. I hope that this time Team Effort Network is the one. Versus the person who says, I got to get out here and share this phrase with everybody that I know. These sprays are life-changing for me and everybody else. And if everybody I run to doesn't know about these sprays, I haven't done my job. Those are two totally different personal development mindsets. And to get your mindset into level number 2, you're going to have to use your personal development. So just remember, as you're listening to Nikisha Vaughn and you're listening to all the other amazing leaders that we have, especially when you go to the September 26th event, you're always going to have to know that the team is going to run as fast as you're going to run, and you're only going to make as much as you're personally developing. So if you're sitting here saying, I hope I don't have to do all this stuff that Nikisha is saying or any of the other leaders are saying, no offense, think again. You're going to have to do the work because the hustle is sold separately. Okay, number 10. Communication brings a common ground of understanding. It's really important to be effective communicators. You know, everything that we do involves other people. And so the best key to effective communication is listening. Listening can be the best way that you can improve your effective communication. Let me tell you why. People are talkers. I mean, you can hear me. I'll talk to people and just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And sometimes we get so excited about this business that we can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about this business and never stop to listen and find out, well, what does this person want? What is this person interested in? What kind of need can I fulfill? Is this person suffering for something or hurting something that I have a solution for them? Let me listen and find out what this person needs. That is the best way that you can know how you're going to approach a prospect or approach a new business partner, is find out where they're at. Because people will tell you if you learn to ask questions. And I want to do that training next week, Pastor Denise, is about asking effective questions. Let me just make a little caveat, because I was a person who asked ineffective questions. I didn't know that at first. You know, I would ask questions, why am I so fat? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like that? And they aren't questions that have any power, versus saying things like, how can I go out there and share this business with as many people as I run to and have fun doing it? So asking questions that give your mind the focus that it needs. And that's part of effective communication, is asking yourself the right type of questions, not how can I make more money this week? How can I make more money? But how can I be of more service? That's really going to give you the answers that you're looking for. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next week. But effective communication is really understanding what people need, what their wants, what their goals out, so that you can find a better solution to help them. That's what you're really looking for. And that's why I say we're not really salespeople. Our job is not to sell a spray at the end of the day. Our job is really to say, did I teach this person? Did I serve this person? Did I find out what this person needs so that I can find a solution for them? And when we kind of change our mindset, it makes it easier for us to go out there and share the opportunity. It makes it easier for us to go out there and say this to everybody that we run into, because now you know that everybody who runs into you, wow, could potentially have their lives changed because you took the time to share this amazing information with them. Okay, I'm running out of time. Pillar number 9. The world can always use one more great leader. Leaders are made and not born. This is really important. In fact, this is freedom from a lot of you. So if you're sitting on those lines and saying, you know what, I don't think that I'm a leader. I don't think I could ever do what so-and-so does or what this person does. Leaders are not born. Nobody woke up and just said, ta-da, I'm a leader. No, everybody works really, really hard at it. So that means that if you want to be a leader, which you are because you're on this call, trust me, nobody's going to be up at 8:25 if you're on the Pacific Standard Time like Mr. Don Joseph, at 8:25 in the morning if they're not a leader. You're not going to be on this call if you don't want to do better. You're not going to even try and plug in if you don't want more for your life. I already know that everybody on here is great leaders, but it's about having a clear vision of what you're trying to achieve and genuinely wanting to improve people's lives. That's what leaders are. I always say to my team, my job is to make sure that you have all the tools and everything that you need in order to do your job effectively. And so it's important that we kind of take that service attitude. Those who are least will be greatest among you. So it's important that we take a servant-type attitude as leadership. Are you doing everything that you can for your team? Are you being the leader that you would want to follow? Are you supporting your team as you would want your leader to support you? I'm not judging you. I'm saying ask yourself these questions because it's really important. Could you do more? That's all I'm asking. Could you do more? Could you run harder? Could you set the bar higher? You know, I always tell people, this is where we're going to set the bar. And I understand that you might not be there right now, but I can say that I'm going to work as hard as I can to help you reach the bar, but the bar is not going to come down. So that's what we have to ask ourselves in the business. Do you want to be a six-figure earner? If that's what you want, how high have you set the bar for yourself and your team? And how much are you willing to work to make sure that your team hits the bar with you? That's what we have to do as our leaders. We have to really start to take ourselves out of just the things that we want and figure out how we can be of more service, how we can add more value, how we can promote our team, how we can engage more people, how we can be more effective listeners. So you can see we have a lot of work. And again, your income's not going to exceed your personal development. So these are all things that we have to work on so that we can continue to improve day after day. And remember, personal development is a lifelong journey. You don't wake up you don't read a book and one day like, ta-da, I'm here, I made it. No, you're always going to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. And that's the sign, because once you stop growing, that's when you start going backwards. So it's important that we always keep moving that vision out, keep moving those goals out, and keep growing and developing to get to that. And number 12, leave a legacy. Life is short. You know, you can't choose how long you live, but you can choose how well you live. You know, a lot of people have been fooled into thinking that life on earth is just hard and then you get to heaven and it's going to be all easy. But God said it in the Bible that you're here to have heaven on earth. You can have it. And I really believe with all my heart, to be honest with you guys, that Team Effort Network can give every single person on this line that opportunity to have the life that they've always deserved, to have the life that just, you know, thrills them. You know, I was talking to my mom, and she, you know, she joined the business, super excited, and then like a lot of people in this industry, they get disillusioned, they get tired, they want to go back to their comfortable little nest. And I was talking to her this weekend, she's like, you know what, I love these sprays so much, I'm going to get reactivated with this business because I ran out of sprays, first of all, so I got to get back on my auto ship anyways. And you know what? I really want to help people change their lives. So what kind of legacy are you leaving behind? Are you just going to just struggle through life, paycheck to paycheck? Are you really just going to live average? You know, a lot of us really want to help other people, but if we can't even help ourselves, how are we going to have enough to help other people? So it's important, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? This is a business that you could start and run today for the next 24 months and really build a legacy that you can live for generations. You can have this distributorship paying out for your children's children. That's how big this could be if your vision is big enough for it. And so that's my encouragement for everyone today, is to take all of these pillars, look at your life and say, am I looking at these principles? Am I practicing them every single day? If it's a struggle, it just means that I need to work on them every day until I develop habits. It takes 21 days to develop a habit. So it's going to take you 21 days to pick up one of these, use it every single day before it becomes a habit for you. So don't quit before it becomes a habit. So, okay, Pastor Denise, I could just go on and on, but my notes are done, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Wow.
Or Pastor Dale.
I tell you, Nikisha Bond is on fire today, boy. I'll tell you. Great topics today. I love what you said that, you're only going to make as much money as you personally develop. And I know people who don't want to read books, who don't want to listen to anything, they just want to do what they're doing. And let me tell you, what they're doing is not working because they're always looking for something else, something more. And they don't know that you got to personally develop. You got to get better and better and better. Every athlete knows that they have to hone their skill and their craft. If you're going to, play basketball, play football, or you're going to, build spy planes, whatever you're doing, you got to be the best. You're going to have to master your skills and be the best at it. And you do that by personally developing. So great job, Nikisha Bond. Appreciate you always on Monday. As always, you've knocked the ball right out of the park. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to go to our coach today, and Dr. Nita Poole's off today, and we're going to swing all the way over here to the Maryland area and go to Brother Robert Smith. Robert Smith, are you there with our coach today?
Yes, sir. I am here, Dr. Whitener.
How you doing, my friend?
Oh, well, I'm doing fantastic. We're doing fantastic. We just got back from the trip yesterday evening, and we planted some seeds down there.
Well, I tell you, we're going to have you guys on and talk about that because we know you guys are really pumped up about going down there to the Carolinas and doing your thing. But great job. What you got for us today?
Okay, I have 3 quick quotes for you. The first quote is by S. Lewis. It says, "You're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." The second one is by Olga Mandino.
Mandino, yep.
Yeah. Always do your best. What you plant now will harvest later. And then my last quote is by Confucius. It says, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop."
Ooh, I love that. No matter how slow you go, as long as you do not stop. Keep on pushing towards your goal every single day, and it will. One day your goal will appear, and it'll appear out of nowhere. You're like, wow, what is that? Wow, I made it. It's because every day you kept pushing, every day you kept stepping, you kept putting one foot in front of the other, and as a result of that, you've reached that goal. Sometimes it looks impossible. Sometimes it looks like you'll never get there. Sometimes it looks like there's always obstacles that get in your way. But guess what? If you just keep on walking towards it, keep on moving towards it, do a little bit every single day to build your business, guess what's going to happen? You're going to one day wake up and you're going to be standing in front of your goal and in front of your dream. Thank you so much, Robert Smith, for your quote. Again, Coach Nikisha Bond from Marietta, California. Thank you once again for joining us on the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Guys, go out there and share this opportunity with as many people as you possibly can. Let's get some new customers in here. Let's get some new builders in here. Let's again begin to stretch ourselves so that we can be what we desire to be. You deserve to be blessed. You deserve to have your dreams met. You deserve to have all that you can handle in life. I thank you guys for joining us on this call. Look forward to seeing you again on the call tomorrow. Same place, same channel, and we'll have a great coach. Great coach tomorrow to help you launch your way. Now, as my partner would say, get off this phone and go out there and share this business with somebody. You'll love and appreciate it. Bye-bye.